This is what happens when Michael gets up in the
Yeah,
morning.
I'll play my game.
This is what happens when I get up in the morning.
Let's
Homework.
do homework.
Homework, homework, homework. Such a beautiful day outside.
Ugh, screen glare. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Hey guys, Mr. Radio 1235 here yet again. I really have no plan for this video. I'm just gonna talk. First of all, I just wanted to thank you guys for all of your awesome suggestions on things that you want to see on this channel. I can see that a whole lot of people want to see, you know, basically a variety of things, and I really like the ranting idea. There's a few things that maybe I could rant about. Maybe I might actually have to like write out scripts for those though, because I feel like if I go in without anything in my mind like I normally do when I do my album reviews and stuff like that, that I'll probably, I don't know, screw it up a whole lot. So, but that's a great idea. I'd like to do that, and I'd like to do more vlogs. I attempted to, but when other people are around, it's hard for me to remember to actually turn the camera on. But I'll probably get better at that as time goes on. I'm going to try to do it more often when my girlfriend's around, and see if I can make any fun vlogs doing that, because I'm getting tired of taking my camera to work, because you guys have seen that. I mean, I've done so many work vlogs that you basically know what my entire day is like at work, so I'm not even gonna bother with that anymore. But I thought it'd be fun if I could we could talk about my favorite albums of the year so far. I've been listening to other things. I was going to review the new Katy Perry album, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not anymore, because like, I'm liking a lot of the songs that I'm hearing, but I'm not in love with it, I guess. Like, I don't know. I really like Dark Horse. I really like Dark Horse. And, you know, Roar, that's a good song. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I don't, I'm so indecisive on that right now, because I've been thinking about other things to do. Like, you know, like that video I put out, I've seriously been really considering, like, what else could I do? What could be more entertaining? And I've seen some people who want me to review some things in a more complex style, like in my Vampire Weekend re-review, which I think would be fun. But I'm just so like off the top of my head type person. It's really hard for me to like plan out anything. I just, like right now, for example, I went into this video having no idea what to say to this camera until just now. So whatever, let's talk about some music on here, which is something I'm actually good at. I've got a lot more albums here than I thought I would, honestly. I've gotten into a lot more music this year than I thought I would. After that orgasm of bands that I like who put out albums in 2012, I was getting really worried that I wasn't really going to be digging a whole lot of things. But I don't know why I thought that, because it's not like I go into every single year not discovering something awesome. And, you know, like, Little Hurricane was probably one of my favorite discoveries of 2012. Absolutely love that band. If you haven't heard of Little Hurricane, check out Little Hurricane. They're awesome. But, you know, there's been a few pleasant surprises and just some awesome things that have came out. And honestly, I'm looking forward to more things this year. You know, like, every single time, even bands that I've heard of, but I haven't listened to their discography, and they put out a new album, I've just been like getting in the mood of just, you know, fucking listen to it. Because, like, I am not a Pearl Jam fan, for example. I do not care about Pearl Jam one fucking bit. But I might actually consider listening to Lightning Bolt. I don't know yet. That's just the thing, you know? Like, I'm not a huge expert on Paul McCartney, but I listened to his new album and I loved the whole damn thing. So, you know, we never know what could happen. You're watching this channel, you never know what I can come out with, you know? I think that's kind of the appeal that I have here. Like, you should subscribe, because you never know what the hell I'll be talking about. I mean, who expected me to pull out some sex toys 2 videos ago? Huh? Nobody. That's exactly right. So let's talk about this shit, huh? Let's talk about some music here. I still gotta say, I've still been listening to this Kari Pamyu album a whole lot, actually. I really dig this fucking thing, man. She is so cool. She's so weird and talented, and the music's catchy and happy, and I still don't know what the fuck she's saying, but I'm really digging this record. I have no idea what order these albums are going to be in near the end of the year because this is getting really hard because I cannot stop listening to this frickin' Migrant album. I actually listened to this thing 2 days ago. This thing never gets tiring. I absolutely love this album by the Deer Hunter. This thing is awesome. Great track listing. There's not a single song I hate on this thing. I mean, like, I wasn't really in love with Cycles that much when I first listened to this album, but it's really grown on me since then. Damn, this album's really good, you guys. Along with Paul McCartney's New, I recently talked about this one. I'm really enjoying this album as well. You know, like, there's a whole bunch of different things that are going on in this album, so I end up skipping tracks a whole lot, but not for any reason thinking they're bad. It's just, you know, if I'm more in the mood for something upbeat, I'll listen to Save Us or I Can Bet or Queenie Eye. You know, if I want the acoustic stuff, you know, you always got, like, Early Days and Hosanna on there. And then the darker electronic stuff, you got songs like Appreciate and The Road. I mean, this thing is so diverse, and I think that's a great thing. That's the great thing about it. So definitely check out New, especially if you like things that are like mixed bags. And plus, this is coming from an ex-Beatle. You know it has to be somewhat listenable. I also really like Sleigh Bells, Bitter Rivals. I talked about this one recently. I really like what's happening on this album. I really like the melodic, more controlled chaos feel that's going on in this album. I really like it. The song Sugarcane is definitely my least favorite, but it's still listenable. So, I mean, it's really good. Absolutely love Mellophobia by Casey Elephant. I recently saw the Needle Drops review of this album where he was like, you know, I really didn't like their past 2 releases. And like, I was like, so like agreeing with him watching that review. I was like, oh wow, I'm the only one who didn't fully enjoy their debut album. And when he gave this thing an 8, that just shocked me how much he actually really liked this album. But I have the same feelings as him, man. I can really sense the change on here, and I'm really enjoying what they're doing on this album. It's perfect. Just like this album ends, I start it right the fuck back over again. It's too short. These 10 songs is not enough for me. Great album, Mellophobia by Casey Elephant. Gotta get that shit. It's so good. It's so good. Freaking Outrun by Kavansky. I recently reviewed this album too. I still don't think the album's perfect, but I liked it enough to get a physical copy of it. Had to order this one too. I have to order most of my music because you can't find this off-the-wall stuff in stores, it seems like. At least I have it in my Best Buy anyway. I haven't found a copy of this in town, so I had to order it, but you probably might be able to find it somewhere. But love this thing, good electronic music, and if I feel like being a badass at night, I like to drive and listen to this stuff. I really like that 80s sound, that 80s electronic sound that Kavansky has. And then, you know, like, especially like when Panic at the Disco had their own song to throw into the mix, The Girl That You Love off of this album, mixed in with Kavansky and a few songs from Shiny Toy Gun's discography. I love that 80s electronic sound, just that really old school, boom, 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 really heavy electronics. I love that sound. It's just a weird thing, man. I love this song. I also really love the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling. And Night Call was featured in that movie along with a song called Tick of the Clock by the Chromatics, which I really love. I actually have a playlist in my car that's just songs from the movie Drive. Then they got that song A Real Hero by College in there. I've got that one and a few remixes of Night Call. So I'll actually, like, just like in the movie, I'll get like a toothpick and I'll start driving through my town listening to that Tick of the Clock song from the intro of the movie, and I'll just like look at people suspiciously. But that song just makes me want to do what he did at the very beginning of that movie. I love this guy, man. Kavinsky. I said his name wrong again. I said his name wrong 1,000 times in that review. It's Kavinsky. I just suck. You know, I just fucking suck. I haven't listened to this in a while, but Vampire Weekends, Modern Vampires of the City, man. I gotta listen to this again. I haven't listened to this in a while. My main listening time has been devoted to those albums I just showed you. And I haven't really lit back and listened to the more earlier releases from this year. Like, I haven't listened to Queens of the Stone Age in a while either. or Daft Punk, but you know, Queens of the Stone Age, this is on that list as well. Very solid album. I just saw these guys recently live, which made it even better, but like Clockwork, amazing album. Fucking amazing album. I haven't listened to this one recently either, the Studio Killers self-titled album. I was so excited to get an album from these guys, and this album did not disappoint me at all. I'm still not a huge fan of the last song of this album, True Colors, but that's about the only dud for me, honestly. And then Random Access Memories, obviously, you know. This thing is like a trip of an album. That's what I like so much about it, is how just, you know, the wide range of music happening on this thing, too, which I really like. And then, you know, obviously we have one of my favorite Panic at the Disco albums ever right here. Love this thing in its entirety. I really also love the bonus tracks. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Target, the store Target got an exclusive version of this album that comes with 2 bonus tracks. It's like the people who pre-order stuff from their website don't get any bonus tracks, but if you go buy this CD in a store, you get 2 extra songs, which I really love the 2 extra songs, so I think it's just perfect. So those are the albums that I've really been crushing on this year. I'm not ever going to listen to Miley Cyrus Bangers ever again. I'm never going to listen to that album again. You know, like that thing was just a one-time listen for the review, and I was just so over that thing. The lyrics are so horrible on that album. Musically, I can find some redeeming things about it, but lyrically, that album just sucks ass. I am sorry. It's so cheesy and man, now all I need is like for Gorillaz to announce that they're going to be releasing something, because after they released that Whirlwind track earlier, I've just been like waiting. When is the fucking B-Sides album for Plastic Beach coming? It's just so annoying. Anyway, I think that's about it for me tonight. Those are the albums that I've really been crushing on. I suggest that you check out every single one of those, because they've all got something really cool going on. I have a really variety music taste about me. I don't like just a single genre, and that's something that I've also been kind of trying to push the channel to, is talking about other genres of music. There's been one album that I've really gotten into that nobody has ever heard of, that I've been meaning to do a review on ever since I lived at my last apartment, but I've never put out a video on it. I might do that too, because I'd like for more people to get into more world music. I have an Indian music album that I want people to listen to. So we'll see what happens with that, and I have another discography review planned, and I know how much you guys have been begging for those. So little hint, the band broke up this year, so I think it'd be a good time to start talking about their albums. This is how I know if you've made it to the end of the video. Put your guess down there below of who I'm talking about. I think it's actually pretty easy to guess, honestly. So hang around, you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, favorite, do all that awesome shit that you people do, and I will be right back. Maybe with something different, maybe a review. Mr. Booty 1235 is about getting to everybody. We're gonna get all the people in here that like any variety of video. You know, like fucking like people who just want to see rants. I gotta do some rants. I need to find a fucking topic, and I think I got one. So we'll see what happens. But subscribe, you guys. Mr. Money 1235. I will see you guys later.